Whoa, whoa, how's that? That's insane. The bite on a cod. Oh, what a fish. Whoa. Well, obviously we're back in the car on another fishing journey, and today we're heading north of Melbourne to a place called Albury to meet up with a good friend of mine, Nick Sedgwick, or Sedgy as everybody knows him. He's a mad keen fisherman, hunter, whatever. He travels all over the country when he's not working to pursue his love of fishing and hunting. And today I'm heading north, get up there because the next few days we're going cod fishing in some spectacular country and for some spectacular looking cod. So I'm really excited to be doing this. Our base for fishing was on Sedgy's mate's farm, about 40 minutes out of Albury. An awesome setup with a shack built right near the banks of the Mitta River. Just after sunup, we got the fishing gear sorted, then made our way down to the river to launch Sedgy's tinny. Bit of bush bashing, Sedgy, but this looks quite amazing. Now, mate, what are we doing today?
Just chasing a few Murray cod.
Beautiful.
In a little trout stream, I guess.
Yeah, it's a little bit different. It's flowing water. It's not what I would imagine as cod water.
Yeah, not many people fish up here, so hopefully we can stir a couple up today.
And best of all, we don't have to do walking. We get in the punt, and do we just drift the river? Is that?
We'll just drift down and push off a few snags as we go and
cool.
Cast a few lures around, I guess.
Oh, well, the Queen Mary, she's pretty big. 3 of us in it, me, Sedgy and the cameraman. We'll make it work. Let's get it in. You just leaving the trailer there?
Yep.
What about when the tide comes in?
Wash it away.
Where do we start fishing?
Right here.
Serious?
Yep.
Big run from the car. Big run. What are you starting with, Sedgy?
I'll just start with a spinnerbait.
Sure.
And just have me Arashi on standby.
All right, Sedgy's into the fishing. I'm just getting us set up for the day. Got my little Rapala urban bag. Obviously it's a tackle bag, holds all our gear, but the great thing about it, it's got lots of pockets here. And when I say getting set up for the day, I've got my little set of cutters there on a zinger. We've got a hook out gun right here, sunscreen, insect repellent, a pair of pliers, and a pair of lip grippers. So we are now set up when we get a fish, all our stuff's right there where we need it, and we're not scrambling for bits and pieces. What do you reckon, Sedgy?
I don't know. Hasn't really done anything at all. Little yellow.
Get many yellow belly here?
We get a couple yellow belly, but they're usually a little bit bigger than this, and yeah, but it's all right. It's a start.
It is, mate. That's all that matters. Lift him in, saddle, pedal, like that. And you can actually do the comfort lift on those guys. They just tend to lay there. Nice fish, mate. Nice looking fish too, out of here. In good condition.
Start.
It's fat.
Nice and yellow.
Yeah, that's cool. Nice looking fish, Sedgy. And that's on, what brand of spinnerbait's that?
Wobbly spinnerbaits, I call them.
Sedgy makes them himself. Well thought out name, pal. What's the key factors you find with that makes it work? I'm going to pop this guy back quickly. But what's the key factor of a spinnerbait that you find that makes it work?
Well, I have no idea.
That's good, Sedgy.
What would a fish think that is, though? That's
no idea. But in this water, you like that big blade?
Yeah, I like the big blade. Pushes a bit more water.
Sure.
Chasing bigger cod, I think.
Now the $1 million question, colour.
Purple.
Yeah.
Purple.
Purple. Everywhere you go, cod, purple. That's it.
So,
well done, bud.
That's a start.
That is, mate. Let's get another one. Ooh. Yeah.
I think we'll be right.
All right?
Yep.
little bit shallow there.
Yeah.
Oh, this is where you want a fiberglass boat, mate. It's a trout river, it's not a cod river. Look at it, just trout rapids. The great thing about fishing for species like cod, in many cases, is you don't have to do a fancy retrieve. You don't have to do this super twitch or anything like that. Now, Sedgy, with a spinnerbait, oh, that'd be the bottom. With a spinnerbait, what do you find to be is the best retrieve?
Personally, I just let it sink for a couple of seconds and slow retrieve.
Just slow roll?
Yep.
No twitches, no nothing?
Nah, nothing at all.
And do you find you still get a lot of bites on the drop or as it falls?
Definitely.
Yep, okay.
Yep.
Now, with a hard body, the way I like to fish them, and it's just so good, and it's great if you're new to lure fishing, you get it in there, cast it into the zone, and then as all I do, sweep the rod like that, that gets that lure to dive down, and then once it's down there, just a very, very, very slow retrieve. And if I hold that rod like that, you can see that tip just bouncing just like that. It's not a fast retrieve. That lure's just wriggling its way along, and you find that if you go nice and slow too, it gets down there, it keeps at its depth, but when it hits timber and stuff, it sort of like rolls over it and it just keeps going, and that's quite often when you'll get the bite. When it hits the timber, comes off it, boom, the cod grabs it. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Come out, mate. Come out. Come out. Oh, it's a cod. Look at that. Oh, look at the colour of it. That's awesome, Sedgy. Oh, he's got a tag.
He does too.
That's cool. I love catching cod that look like this. They look different to the Murray River fish because they're just so emeraldy green in colour. Oh, cool. Oh, love it. So good. Oh man, that's awesome. I'll let you just hold him, Sedgy. I'll keep this out of the way. That is too good. But what's exciting about this, and you said you caught a couple of these last trip, didn't you?
Last trip we've got 3 with tags in them.
Look at that. There we go. The number is 22246. So we'll obviously record that and hopefully be able to get some data out of how long ago this fish was released, how big it would have been.
Yep.
That is too good. What a beautiful, beautiful fish. How big do you think that would be, mate?
It would have to be 8 or 10 pound. I think it's a nice barrel.
Is that sort of standard size for in this part of the river or this part of the world?
It is, especially this river. They're just so healthy and fat. They're just beautiful. And
it's bizarre here. I'm backing up into another snag. It's bizarre, like Sedgy, you say, other rivers we could go to and you'll catch heaps of cod.
Yep.
But we come into here in the midder and it's all about better class of fish.
That's right.
Mate, we better get this hook out of this fish.
Yep.
I'll pop this hook out, mate. So good, Sedgy. To tell you the truth, I did not know that the midder even held cod. I knew that Albury, Wodonga and all that part of the world was cod country, but that is pretty awesome on that white, what was a wobbly spinnerbait.
Wobbly spinnerbait.
Nice work, mate. Absolute beautiful fish. We'll pop her back.
Yep.
So we were supposed to get the release shot of the cod swimming away. We got nothing because it kicked and Sedgy threw it and I got wet. Anyway, let's get another one. Let's go, mate.
Got a little pinhole in the punt, so we've got to drag it up every couple of hours and yeah, drain the water out of it.
There you go. It wouldn't be Australia if there wasn't something going wrong. We're sinking, but slowly. I suppose the good thing about this, Sedgy, if the boat sunk, it'd probably be about that far under the water.
Deep, that's right.
Look at this. The other thing, it's very, very important that when you've got a highly tuned fishing machine, such as what we've got here, it's important that you have this specially modified prop, the one that's been carefully worn down by, you know, just some solid river stone. It's all about just wearing it down to get the best performance out of it. AB, Marketing Manager of Mercury, could we send Sedgy a new prop, please? I've got two bait cast outfits here today. They've both got their purpose and they make life really easy. The first one is my Storm Adventure Rod. It's an 8 to 20 pound stick with the Seros bait caster. Being 6'6" long, it's really good for casting things like spinner baits. It's very light in the tip, so it works really well with those sorts of lures. For throwing my Arashi big hard body like that, I've got the Rapala Maxwell bait caster, again with a Seros bait cast reel. Such a good outfit. This guy's more of your traditional rod. He's 5'6" long, stiffer in the tip, heavy in the butt, and it's great for casting something like this, that when you crank it down, it's got a big, strong action, and that tip being a bit stiffer helps you to get that lure to work that little bit better. Either way, having two rods rigged with two different lures enables me to pitch into a snag with one and then follow up with something else. Or if we're in deep water, go with that. Shallow water, go with the spinnerbait. You don't want to be cutting lures off and changing stuff all the time. By having two outfits, life will be far better. Yellow belly, mate?
Yeah, I think so. Yellow belly or a little cod.
Oh, it's a cod.
All right, little fella.
Look at that. I love those little backwatery bits, don't they?
Yeah,
Just
where there's a bit of current.
That's cool. Smaller sort of fish for this part of the world?
It is, definitely. Yeah, we don't usually get them like that very often, but...
Now, Sergi, do they stock them in here or are they natural recruitment?
I think these are all natural.
Okay.
These ones, I'm not sure if they've stocked them, but...
Yep.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And what sort of length are we talking there? 35, 40 centimetres?
Yes, he'd be 35, I think.
Yep. Cool.
Not the one we're after, but...
No.
It's a fish.
I'm sure there's fish in here that would eat that. They say a change can be as good as a holiday, and while I'm very, very confident with the black and red Arashi, I'm going to make a change just for something different. And now it's just a matter of choosing which one, whether I go the bluegill or the really bright sort of fluoro green. I might try the bright green just because the sun's out and really stand out. And the great thing about the Arashis, whether it's the 25 or the 18, like this guy here, is how they're designed. They've obviously got that short, fat body. They've got this great big bib, and the idea of that is it crash dives. So when you cast it in or troll it, it doesn't dive like that. It gets really nose down. It plows down like that. So it's great when you get it in on a deep snag because it'll sort of be on the surface and it plows down the face of the snag right where the fish are sitting, and you get good bites. The other key feature of this lure that makes it so good, it's got a circuit board lip. Literally the lip of this lure, or the bib of this lure, is made out of circuit board like you would see on electronic or computerized equipment. But you've got this free floating towing point there, which is so good because what it allows it to do is as this lure goes along, if it kicks off and hits a snag or just is a little bit out of tune, that free floating self-tuning system allows that plate to self-adjust. It'll pull the lure back and it'll track straight, and it really does. As you hit timber, it rolls over and it comes straight back online. So it keeps that lure swimming right when it counts most, right in the strike zone. You've got these swung hook hangers like this, so you get even better hook exposure. And overall, these Arashis have accounted for a lot of big cod in the last 2 years. And let me tell you, Leuben Pfeiffer, our good friend, that is his #1 casting lure for big Murray cod. Little cod. Nice one, Sergi. We'll get us out of there. And let me tell you, this fishing hasn't been easy. These fish, we started out all right, they went quiet, but how is it the way it changes, mate? We've had, what, 3 bites now in about 45 minutes?
Yep.
It all changes, and I think you've said it to me about 5 times today when I go, what do we do, Sergi? What's your answer?
Just keep casting.
Cod fishing. Awesome stuff, mate. I'll grab this guy. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Not a huge fish, but...
Keep us interested.
That's it, mate. Pop that out. Plugging away, getting the odd bite. I am happy though, at least we're getting a few bites.
That's right.
Send this guy back.
Send him back.
There has been no pattern to where these fish are today. Some have been in the deep, some have been in the shallow.
That's
I lost
right.
a mammoth fish that was in the middle of nowhere. Anyway, cod fishing. All right, mate, a tough day, but a good one. Time to get the boat out and head home. Is that the go?
That's the go. We might even go and check a dam on the way home.
Really?
Yep, I reckon that'll be the go. Try and catch a couple more fish.
Sure, more fishing, more cod. Sounds good. Let's get this boat out. Let's go do it.
Let's go.
Wow, this looks awesome, Sedgy.
Should be good.
Yeah, so what is the go here?
Just come in a little bit out of town.
Yep.
To my mate Talon's Dam. And yeah, hopefully we can get a couple cod on surface.
Is there big cod in here?
Yeah, there's a few big cod here. I haven't caught one personally, but a few of the boys have, so.
Cool. Surface lures, and I see the boys are doing their afternoon ritual. They're already here fishing.
Yep, they're already here, so don't know how they've gone, but.
What a spectacular looking piece of water. And I suppose this is the bonus to this part of the world, isn't it? Every farm is going to have dams.
That's right.
And if you're smart, you stock them with cod.
That's right.
Let's do it. One of the things that makes this dam work so well in so many good cod environments is this heavy weed around the edges, and it grows and dies off through the year. But to fish it properly, you need the right lure. Any lure is normally going to get tangled through this stuff, and that's where the cod live. But I've got this Storm SX bloop frog on here, and it's a soft rubber lure. It's made like a little popper, so it bloops along. But the key factor of this is that those two hooks there are hidden up alongside the body. That allows you to drag this through the weed and not get hooked up and snagged up. But when a fish bites, it compresses, and it's all hooks, just like that. Off the back here, you've got those rubber sections there which look all the world like frog's legs, and they'll pulse through the water. It enables me to drag this through that heavy weed, and when I get to these pockets where there's no weed, you just pause it, and that's quite often where you'll get the bite on hopefully a very big cod. They got one on there, Sedgy.
Yeah, young Keith, he's done himself a mischief there.
So you've done the swap out because you heard that fishing off the bank's better. He's jumped in and he's shown you how to do it.
They've got a nice one straight away.
Nice work, Keith. You really need to lift your game, Sedgy.
I know.
Whoa, whoa, how's that? That's insane. The bite on a cod. Oh, what a fish. Oh, whoa. What a fish. That is a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. Oh, that is a cod. That is a big green submarine. My heart is, it's seriously going at 1,000,000 miles an hour. What a fish. Oh, I think we'll be right. Before I give you that, thanks mate.
Oh, lovely.
What a fish. Hang on. What a fish. I'll just pull all that junk off. Oh, look at that. I'm shaking, that's unbelievable. That little Storm SX bloop frog, and it is made for fishing this environment. That is absolutely unbelievable. If this cod kicks, my thumb's gonna get shredded, but who cares? Because this is young Keith. He lives on this property. These sorts of fish are in his farm dam. That is so good. How big do you reckon that'd be?
Oh, what would he be? Me, you know, 85, 90.
Got to be 20 pounds sort of thing, get him round there.
Oh, well, yeah, he's pretty deep. That's a
£15.
male fish, that one.
Wow.
Pretty deep, but they make a bit of noise off the surface, don't they, old mate? That's what happens. You come with the old blokes if you want to catch fish. Don't worry about them young fellas.
You go with the old bull, not the young guys. What an absolute beast of a fish. I'm going to pop that hook out. Oh. What a way to finish a day, just supporting the weight of this cod. You don't want to hang them up by their bottom jaw because they're big and heavy. He said goodbye, we're saying goodbye. That is unbelievable. I couldn't imagine I could possibly catch a fish like that. I can go back to Melbourne a very, very happy person. Unbelievable.